There are more than 3,500 species of mosquito in the world, but they're all broadly divided into two groups, those that bite humans and those that don't. But if you think that's confusing, try asking a mosquito what it thinks a human is. They have no idea. Despite being humanity's most dangerous predator, killing twice as many humans as humans kill mosquitoes, we remain an enigma to them. But the feeling isn't mutual. We know exactly what a mosquito is. It's an insect belonging to the order Diptera, which also includes flies and and like all insects, they have 6 legs, 3 body parts, and can fly. The earliest mosquito fossils we've found are around 20 million years old, and they read pretty much identical to modern-day mosquitoes. So we don't really know how or why they evolved, although scientists speculate that they became larger after the extinction of large predatory birds because, with no predators, there was no reason for them to be anything but huge. The common ancestor of all extant mosquito species probably originated in the region now known as the Congo River Basin. From there, some species flew north, and some flew south, giving rise to the different groups of mosquitoes we know today. Those that stayed in Africa tend to be smaller and less aggressive, while those that moved north and south became larger and hungrier. Taking the old adage, the bigger they are, the harder they bite. And speaking of biting, we know that mosquitoes are attracted to certain smells, including the smell of human skin. But why do they prefer some people over others? This is a question that has plagued humanity since the dawn of time. We used to think that darker skin offered some protection from mosquitoes, because their bites leave red spots which are more visible on pale skin. But studies have disproven this. It turns out that mosquitoes are attracted to certain chemicals that are produced by our skin. And the biggest factor in how attractive you are to mosquitoes seems to be genetics. One study found that people with type O blood are more attractive to mosquitoes than people with other blood types. And another study found that people who have a rare genetic variant of the ABH gene, which controls the production of certain sugars in the blood, are also more attractive to mosquitoes. But if you thought that was weird, wait until you hear this. Mosquitoes can tell if you're pregnant just by smelling you. Scientists aren't sure exactly how they can do this, but they think it might have something to do with the way our bodies process sugars. Pregnant women tend to have higher levels of a chemical called acetone in their blood, which might be why mosquitoes are so obsessed with biting pregnant women. And it's not just acetone. Pregnant women also produce more carbon dioxide, which mosquitoes are also attracted to. Now, you might be thinking that all this talk of mosquito attraction is just a clever ploy to sell more mosquito repellent. But believe it or not, there are still plenty of things that mosquitoes do that we don't understand. For example, we know that mosquitoes use our carbon dioxide and heat signatures to find us in the dark, but we don't know how they process that information in their tiny mosquito brains. Scientists have also found that mosquitoes seem to be able to sense danger through vibrations, but again, we don't know how. Some scientists even believe that mosquitoes have a kind of radar that they use to navigate in the dark, but it's still a hypothesis. And speaking of danger, we know that mosquitoes avoid danger by hiding in shady places during the day and biting animals that are big enough to block them from predators. But we don't know why. They only target humans at night. This behavior has led to a lot of speculation that mosquitoes can somehow see in the dark, but there's no evidence to support this. In fact, most mosquitoes can't even see at all. There's one exception though. The Aedes albopictus mosquito, also known as the Asian tiger mosquito, can see colors, but only the colors blue and green. So if you thought you were doing a good deed by putting those blue sheets, it may not be the right thing to do and green mosquito nets over your bed when you re-sleeping in countries where malaria is common. Think again. You're only attracting mosquitoes. And finally, we have one more piece of trivia for you. Contrary to popular belief, mosquitoes don't actually buzz. Buzzing is a phenomenon that occurs in our ears and is caused by the rapid beating of a mosquito's wings. The actual sound that mosquitoes make is more like a faint, high-pitched whine. But to us, it sounds like buzzing because our brains can't process the full range of frequencies that mosquitoes produce. We're sorry to ruin all these myths for you, but there's one mosquito-related myth that we didn't get a chance to debunk today. And as a reward for watching this whole video instead of clicking away after we ruined all the mosquito facts you already knew, we'll give you one more bonus fact. Mosquitoes can't walk on water, even though they spend a significant part of their lives in water. Mosquitoes have no special adaptations for walking on water, and they have to get to land eventually to lay their eggs.